Continuing coverage tonight of the conditions inside the Dilley Detention Center.
Today, Congressman Joaquin Castro visited the immigration facility and says he's hearing more troubling stories. Here's KENS 5 reporter Megan Reyna.
Thursday night, we told you about one-year-old Amalia, who attorneys say nearly died while in the detention center and wasn't given access to medication. While DHS disputes their claims, Democratic Representative Joaquin Castro says he's continuing to hear similar stories, and on Friday met with several children being held there.
But there's a brutality behind closed doors, behind the walls of these prisons. And people don't see that.
Congressman Castro says he's been able to speak directly to ICE and the warden for CoreCivic, who runs this facility, about his concerns with care. He claims the detention center is not providing schooling despite having a classroom set up and failing to give adequate medical care.
They mostly have space for medical care, but they often don't actually perform the medical care.
In one case, he says he spoke with a teen boy who was picked up by agents in Florida. The boy says he was suffering from appendicitis, but was initially turned away by a nurse at the clinic.
The nurse told him to come back in 3 days if he still had pain, and said she couldn't do anything for him. He said that he could barely walk at that point, that he couldn't make it back to his room, and ended up throwing up all over the floor, I guess, of that room. And then they took him more seriously.
He claims there isn't a doctor there 24/7, but there is one on call. DHS has said in the past regarding medical care, from the moment someone enters into ICE custody, they have a medical, dental, and mental health intake screening and a full assessment within 14 days. And each immigrant has access to medical appointments and 24-hour emergency care. They said in a statement, quote, "For many, this represents the best health care they have ever received," end quote. Back on February 8th on Face the Nation, following a confirmed measles outbreak at the facility, U.S. Representative Tony Gonzalez defended the facility.
The facility in Dilley, I've visited there many times. I've visited dozens of different facilities. It is a nice facility. It's a detention facility for people that are in the country illegally that are about to be deported, but it is a nice facility, nicer than some elementary schools here in San Antonio.
Reporting from San Antonio, Megan Reyna, KENS 5.